Hello my friends, welcome back to Legacy of the Void Shields Only. We are heading to Shakuros, which is, in my opinion, the beginning of where stuff is going to get pretty darn tough, and I'm going to have to pay a lot of attention. Like, these missions have not been easy so far. I have been struggling in almost all of them, to some degree. And if you look at what is coming next, we are going to hit this mission, which isn't the worst in the world. And then we're going to have the Temple Defense mission, which I think is going to be absolutely devastating. And then we have the Ulnar missions. The first Temple mission on Ulnar is insane. I think it's one of the more overtuned missions in StarCraft on Brutal. It's just ridiculous, so that's going to be a whole bundle of fun. And then the third mission on Ulnar, we still don't know how the no-build mission is going to work. I'm going to have to talk to Orca about that. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now that is going to be real hard in the future. And Harbinger of Oblivion, the third one, is a real specific time-gated mission. And speed has not been my forte here. So I think that we're in for a lot of pain. And as a result, I'm actually not going to be playing this mission with Dark Templar. I know that sounds weird. Grant, oh, I got a bunch of energy when this spawned, didn't I? Interesting. It would be like, Grant, why are you not using DTs to just clear through this mission really quickly? That is because right now, I need experience. I think that the Immortal and the Sentry are going to be some of my more reliable and useful tools during this run. And I need practice using them. So I'm going to use the DTs to fend things off in the early game, keep myself alive, do a little bit of clearing as I get everything set up. We're going to get our battery buddy, as we always will. And then we're going to work on that Sentry Immortal composition, because this is a good, testing mission. Particularly, I didn't feel very comfortable with my barrier use. It is something I just need more practice with. So we're going to get that right here. I'll just poke over here, see what there is. Get that guy. Grab some of the money. And they do attack pretty early on this mission, so I'm gonna step back for a little bit and just make sure that I am living in a safe neighborhood. Yeah. Oh, it's 3 roaches. I would have been fine. Unfortunately, we cannot morph the DTs that we get at the beginning of this mission into Archons. It's just not a thing that's available in Legacy of the Void campaign. Because I do genuinely think that would have been pretty useful. But we have to work with what we got here, and it is a base DT. Okay, let's chrono out this forge. We're going to use the next chrono surge on Immortals, just like last mission. I think that's going to be just a core of my opening build order, is chrono probes into chrono forge. Chrono probes into chrono robo. However, I don't have quite enough cash yet, I think. I'm going to wait until I have the 4th one started in the queue, and then I'll hit the ability, and then I'll realize I'm supply blocked, so I'm going to get a couple more of these first, because I totally would block myself and waste my... I looked away for a quarter of a second, and 2 of them dropped. That is the life, isn't it? Okay, what we're going to do... charge on up here. And then we can take this down. Not a problem. And as long as we dodge the circles of doom, we should be fine. And then we probably won't be using much DTage after this. We just need to make sure that the warp conduit doesn't die as we build up our army, because they get in your face real quick on this mission. I'm excited for these guys. I think that the double barrier is going to be quite an awesome tool to have. And normally it's not that good. It's definitely not bad by any means, but it's nothing that super excites me. But today I have the excitement. Take down that launch bay, and then those guys can retire, because they have no way to get back home. Yeah, that seems good. Let's go. Oh, what's happening? Sorry, I started thinking about Mario. I said, let's go. I saw the Mario trailer. Everyone's like attacking it because they didn't like Mario's voice, but like, I don't know. It seemed like it was a pretty decent trailer. It's going to be it looks like it's going to be the best video game movie that's come out in forever, so. It feels like people just want to be mad. Maybe it's that I don't like Marvel stuff, so I don't really care what his voice sounds like. I'm not used to it. That'd be interesting. Oh yeah, look at this shield. Oh yeah, look at this dead sentry. Okay, this is it. This is how I want to be playing the game. So one of the things that we can do, I've been thinking about how to play this tactically, and I think that waiting until shields are low and then hitting the barrier is the key, so that the sentries can regenerate the HP after that. And I think that if I can learn to do that really nicely, it's going to be an incredibly powerful tool. Because it'll basically be a giant shield as well as a full shield, or a full shield recharge. I'm a little bit afraid of an incoming attack wave, so I'm just going to continue to get some cannons out and about. Yeah, something like that. And finish these things off. Now, I could get this base, however, my experience with this mission is it takes so stupidly long to actually have that creeper seed that it's just not worth it. It's like the 20-minute mark before you can actually secure it. There's a lot of immortals. Oh, we are going to tear through Mr. Thrasher. Ah, that's exciting. Don't need the armor upgrade once again. I love saving this 100-100. Is this run a total net negative in all sorts of ways in terms of like the tools that I have available? Yeah, but do I feel super wealthy because I save $100 on my car insurance? Yeah. All right. Let's go in. Sentries in the back. Just make sure nothing dumb happens. Ow! Is it here, here, and here? Oh, no. Well, goodbye, sentries. No, I got exactly one of the Niduses, and it was the one that was already above ground. I was going to try to look cool. I've done it before, but that was... When I did it before to look really cool, I had gotten really lucky. I just got the 3 spots. And I've tried to recreate it, and to no avail, because it was just pure chance the first time. But that did not stop me from pretending to be an awesome dude. So the bolts of electricity do kill sentries very fast, and oh, they're all over me. I think that's going to secure the base.
Well done. Half of the base
Yeah, we're good.
evacuation ships.
Then we want to swing over here and grab the bonus objective. Yeah, so the lightning storm has the ability to take down my sentries in a single shot, and the sentries are not particularly mobile, and they can kind of get caught in on things. So I am not full of confidence in my ability to keep them alive. There's only a couple more Void Thrashers that we need to deal with, so I guess on that end of things it won't be that bad. But it's not going to be pretty. And I needed to think about that with the Sentry. There is definitely a lack of micro ability. I thought it was going to be my linchpin unit, but 40 shields plus nothing means that Psystorm and stuff like that too is going to be crazy. I wonder, the Lightning Blast does it in 3 pulses as well from the Void Thrasher, in the same way that Psystorm does it over like 10 pulses? Is there a world where not microing against it is the right call, and the shields will just hold on their own if they heal each other? Because remember, each of these can heal 2 guys at this point, so they can really keep each other active and healthy. It's like having a positive environment at the old folks' home. Okay, there. swinging on in and make sure we have the shields up. And then... So I'm just going to not micro, and it may end up being a catastrophic waste, or it could be brilliant. We'll see. These Niduses are going to have a tough time. Okay, well, I'm going to micro against the impending attack waves and Niduses, but let's see. Oh, that scared me. It was really scary to watch, but it worked. It worked out really well. Okay, so if I don't play the video game, my life is much better. That makes sense. I just have to let the game do it for me. This is modern gaming. StarCraft Mobile Edition. There's just going to be no effort involved on my part, and a victory screen pops up. Oh, maybe a little bit of gotcha in there, too. Okay, here is the second to last of the Void Conduits. Warp Conduits? Warp Conduits. I know the names of the thing. Listen, whenever it comes to a name of something that I don't really remember, if it's Dark Templar, start with the word Void and work from there. You're correct like 80% of the time if you take that approach. I'm not ashamed to admit it. At this point, we have so many sentries, and sentries are actually okay against Mutas because of how hard they counter the bouncing glaive. And there's no Broodlords in this campaign, so they will be bad against things like the Guardian. However, the Muta really is the majority air unit, and that makes me feel very confident. Like, 20 sentries, I believe, completely own 20 Mutas. It's kind of funny. It's one of those fights that you don't think. Fun fact, sentries actually beat multiplayer Reapers as well. And I, for a while, was opening up Sentry first in Protoss versus Terran. And the number of Terrans that had just never encountered that and proceeded to lose their Reaper against a Sentry because they're like, oh yeah, I can kill that, that's just a Sentry, is hilariously high. Particularly because the Reaper doesn't do bonus damage versus light anymore. It's been repurposed into a scouting unit. And people still kind of play under the assumption, even at high ranks, they're like, oh, this is good against light units, right? It's a Reaper. No, bud, it's not anymore. That's my not at all interesting StarCraft build order guide for people who are looking to really fast hallucination scout in PvT because they're tired of freaking Widow Mines, which was exactly the idea behind, or rather just tired of losing to random cheese. Well, actually the build's really bad against cheese, but it's really good against like timing attacks and all-ins. It's just if you need your first unit to be really strong at fighting, then you're dead because it's a sentry. Unless they go for a single Reaper, then you're fine. All right. I'm feeling a lot more confident with this. The double powered barrier is significantly easier to work with. And then this sentry on top of it is making this feel very, very powerful. I think that as I play more and more against Zerg, that is going to be my go-to toolbox. However, it is not going to be acceptable in a lot of other circumstances, because the air units for Protoss and for Terran are much, much more intimidating, and I'm going to have to make sure that I have the right tools associated to beat that. Now let's take a look at what we got on the Spear of Adun, and then we will be done. What did we get here? We get the Avenger and the Dark Templar. I kind of feel... No, for the next mission, Shadow Fury is the play. However, I think we're going to get some pretty sweet value out of the Avenger in this run. Like, legitimately, I think it's going to be very, very good. Now, Nexus Overcharge or Orbital Assimilator. This is not a mission where Nexus Overcharge, I think, has much value. I'm going to stick with what I have right here. No, it might be a Solar Lance mission. Oh. Do I need Chrono Surge? That's given up a lot. I need to be super duper safe on the next mission. We're going to work like this. So this is going to be... We'll go structure build time. I mean, it's never good, but this is the only mission where it could possibly be good. We'll get those overcharged Nexuses really fast. Sounds great. All right, my friends, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I just realized I wanted to ask the question, does anyone know if the Sentry actually has the ability to heal buildings? I don't remember, because the Energizer doesn't work on buildings in the campaign. So if anybody knows, please tell me. Also, someone mentioned in the comments, I was talking that healing beams don't work together. Someone mentioned that in co-op, Mengska's medevac and Raynor's medevac will work together on the same target. I thought that was cool, so I'd mention it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.
Karax.